So here we are, I finished attaching the ears to my head, and this is what it looks like. As you can see that it's parallel to the nose on both sides. Okay, so those are my ears, and I did it right here above the cheek. Okay, on both sides. Now let's work on the legs. So let's begin the legs. To begin the legs, we're going to start off with 6 single crochet into a magic ring. So take your 2 fingers, create a magic ring, and do 6 single crochet into there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then pull your tail tight. You have 6 stitches all the way around. We're going to do an increase into each stitch to make it a total of 12 stitches all the way around. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, and 12. I'm going to just pull the tail tight once more. Okay, so we have 12 stitches all the way around. Now we are going to attach our stitch marker and begin round 3. For round 3, we are going to do 2 single crochet plus 1 increase, and that's going to be our pattern. So the first stitch, a single crochet. The second stitch, a single crochet, and the third stitch, an increase. 1, 2, and that's going to be the pattern all the way around. Single crochet, increase. All the way around, you're going to have 16 stitches at the end of round 3. I'll meet you at the end of this round. Here we are at the end of round 3. We have 16 stitches all the way around. For round 4 to 6, so the next 3 rows, we're just going to do 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. So just 1 single crochet into each stitch. So you're still going to have 16 stitches by the end of round 6. I'm going to meet you at the end of round 6. Here we are at the end of round 6. This is what my piece will look like. For round 7, we are going to do 4 single crochet followed by a decrease. So that's 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches, 2, 3, and 4, followed by a decrease into the next 2 stitches. Okay, so that's going to be the pattern all the way around. 4 single crochet followed by a decrease, and that's going to reduce us to 12 stitches all the way around. I'll meet you at the end of this round. At the end of this round, you're going to have 4 stitches. So what we're going to do is 1 single crochet into those 4 stitches, 2, 3, and 4, and we are actually going to do a decrease into the next 2 stitches. So we're going to remove our stitch marker, do a decrease into the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and these next 2 stitches are on technically the next row. So that's where we're moving the stitch marker. So do your decrease into the next 2 stitches. So we're going to do that one more time. 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Followed by a decrease into the next 2 stitches. Okay, there, and then this is going to be our place where we attach the new stitch marker. Alright, so now if you count your stitches all the way around, we have 12 stitches all the way around. For rounds 8 to 10, we are going to do 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. Okay, so I'm going to meet you at the end of round 10. Here we are at the end of row 10. This is what my piece will look like. Now we're going to do row 11. For row 11, we're going to do 2 single crochet. So 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, followed by an increase into the third stitch. 1 and 2, like that. So that's going to be the pattern all the way around. 2 single crochet followed by an increase into the third stitch, and that's going to increase us to 16 stitches at the end of this round. I'll meet you at the end of this round. Here I am at the end of row 11. This is what my piece looks like. We have rounds 12, 13, and 14. So for the next 3 rounds, we're going to do just 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. Okay, so I'm going to meet you at the end of round 14. So here I am, I finished my leg. This is what it looks like. I'm going to create 2 legs now, and we're going to lightly stuff the end of the leg. So just this ball part here. So take a little bit of stuffing and just stuff in the end. Okay, so I'm just stuffing the end part here. I'm leaving this part flat. Now that we have the legs done and the arms done, we are going to attach them to the body. I'm going to show you where to attach them now. Here I am, I finished the bear. I finished attaching the legs and the arms. Let's look at the legs first. For the legs, I attached them between rows 6 and 13. And here's 1, here's 2. I sewed a little bit onto the sides here just so that it's not so floppy. But I left this part out, as you can see, for the legs on both sides. So that's the legs. Now let's look at the arms. The arms, I decided to attach them facing downward, and I just attached them up to the neck here. And they're parallel to where the legs are attached at the body on both sides. Now we are going to do this scarf, so take your next color that you want the scarf to be. In this case, I want it to be a blue. I'm going to create a slip knot. So to create a slip knot, you do it like that, and you insert your hook, pull it tight, and we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to yarn over and into the third chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, the third chain from the hook. We're going to do a half double crochet, pull loop through, 3 loops on hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Yarn over into the next chain. We're going to do another half double crochet. Yarn over into the next chain, a half double crochet. You have 1 chain left. Yarn over and half double crochet into this last chain, like that. So we're going to turn our work and chain 1. After we chain 1, we're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch here. So the first stitch that the chain 1 comes out of, right at the end here, into the back loop. Complete a half double crochet. So each stitch has 2 loops, the front and the back. The back loop is where we're going to do our half double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, the back loop, pull loop through, yarn over, pull through 3. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull loop through, yarn over, pull through 3, and yarn over, insert your hook into the last stitch, pull loop through, yarn over, pull through 3, all doing into the back loop of the stitches. Going to turn your work, and for row 3, we're going to chain 1, yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch right here, pull loop through, yarn over, pull through 3, yarn over, insert your hook into the second stitch, and complete your half double crochet the third stitch, and the final 4th stitch, half double crochet. Okay, so that's how we're going to do the scarf, and it's going to create like a rib stitch. So we're going to do that for a total of 63 rows. So we did 1, 2, 3 so far, a total of 63, and I'm going to meet you at the end of row 63. So here's the scarf. It is 63 rows long, and I attached a fringe at the bottom here. The fringe is optional, but I'm going to show you how to do it now. So I started doing the fringe on this side. So you want to attach your fringe. If you look at your stitches, you have your 2 stitches like that. So you want to attach the fringe actually in between. So if you go directly inside the stitch like this and you put your hook through there, you'll be able to hook onto a stitch in the middle and go underneath it like that. And that's what I did. So I attached it there. Now you just want to take some string and pull it through.
Okay, like that.
So I'm going to do one more for a total of 4 attachments. 1, 2, 3, and I have one more attachment to do. So here are my attachments. Now what I'm going to do is just take the 2 ends and tie each of them together. So here's one, just do a double knot. 1 and 2 for each of the attachments. So here we are for the fringe. Now you're going to cut your fringe to however length that you want it. I want mine to be short, so I'm going to cut it to that short length. Now we're just going to tie the scarf to the body. There we have the nice scarf. Now what we have to do at the very end is do the tail. So let's go do the tail now. For the tail, we are going to do a magic ring, and into this magic ring we're going to do 6 single crochet. So here's a magic ring. To this magic ring, 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull the tail tight and you have 6 stitches all the way around. For round 2, we're just going to increase into each stitch all the way around. So 2 single crochet into each stitch all the way around to increase it to a total of 12. I'll meet you at the end of this round. For rounds 3 and 4, we're just going to do 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around. Okay, so at the end of round 4, we're still going to have 12 stitches all the way around. I'll meet you at the end of round 4. Here we are at the end of my tail. We are finished the tail. We are not going to stuff the tail. Instead, we're just going to cut it and attach it to the body. We're going to attach it around round 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. So just attach the tail and I'll meet you at the end. So here we are at the end. I've attached the tail to the body and this is what it looks like. Okay, so there's our little tail. And we are now complete. So our bear is finished. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Check out my other videos on my channel and subscribe for more tutorials. Happy holidays, guys.